Okay, so we're going to figure out how to get to our Google Calendar. So the first thing you want to do is go to Safari. And so Safari will open. And then the URL that you're going to type in is mail.google.com. So you can double click or triple click up in there, or you can command button and then L. Command is right next to the space bar, so command L and it will highlight the URL. So then I type mail.dcschools.net and then I enter, and it will go to the dcschools.net webpage. And you will not be, well, you might be after a while, but mine automatically is signed in, but I'm going to sign out just to give you a sense of kind of what we're doing here. So so when you open up, you're going to see, hopefully at some point, waiting. Okay, so you're going to see this page. Okay, so then you type your username. It's your first letter of your first name and then your last name. So allow, and for me allow, you may not see that, you may. So first letter of my first name and then my last name, and then I go down here and mine just auto populates. Yours may or may not do that. If it does, great. And if it asks you if you want to do it, I would. Just it saves you that one extra step. So then I sign in, and then you'll come to, I believe the default is the mail. It's your inbox, and I would suggest checking that every once in a while, especially after you start communicating with your students through that way. You'll want to check it, at least once a day. So then you have these different options up here. You've got your calendar, you've got documents, sites is websites, documents is Word document, word processing, and spreadsheets. You can do presentations on that. It's pretty awesome. So let's say, so anyway, here's your inbox. Okay, you would compose a new email to your students, your contacts, and I'm going to upload a file to you for your contacts. So let's go to Calendar, and what we'll do is we'll kind of take a look at this, and I've got already some calendars on here. I can share with you or not. They're they're high school stuff. They're what we're working on through some stuff at the high school. So anyway, so here's some different events. So let's say that we're going to create a calendar for our test calendar. So I'm going to add a calendar. Okay, so I just went to add calendar, and so the calendar name, I'm going to call it DCMS. Let's call it DCS, Denver Christian Schools, HRMS Test and Quiz Calendar. Okay, description, we can add that later. So anyway, I'm going to add an email. So you can see that mine's already in there. So I'm going to add TZIE. Okay. Oh, that's right. Tim's EC at dcschools.net. And I have to give him the rights. Right now, all he can do is look at it, but I'm going to make it so he can make changes to events. Okay. And then it's Jeanette. Oh, it's JGA. Wonder why. .net. see all events. Now I want her to be able to make changes. Linda OFFUTT at dcschools.net. Again, make changes. And then HCORY at dcschools.net. Okay. And add. So that should be all of you. Okay. And then we'll add Judy next year. Okay, so all right, so then I go down to create calendar. And then in that, it should be in my list. So you can see it here, it's in this list. Okay, so now that you've got this, and you can change the colors, so you can click this arrow, and you can have a different color from everybody else, so it doesn't have to be universal to everybody. So I'm going to pick something that's different than a color that I already have. So we'll click that. Okay. So now let's say I want to put in a new event, and the easiest thing to do actually is to make them all day events, and they'll end up in this section up here. So I have a test for 6th grade. I'm going to click in that area, and this little event dialog pops up. So I'm going to say 6 math test. And here is the calendar that I want it under. See, here's my different calendars. So I'm going to make sure, and that's key, otherwise it's not going to show up. So it's under that, and event. So here's the different details. So here it's defaulted right now to all day. I don't need to put where or description or anything, because all I want to do is make sure that everybody can see it. So I hit save, and there it is. Okay, now when you log in, you will see this on your calendar. Okay, you will see that on your calendar. So anyway, that's how you create an event in the calendar. The calendar's already set up, but that is, I wanted to show you, one, how to make a calendar, so if you wanted to make one for your own use, and then also how to add an event and share it with people. So I hope that that was helpful.